everyone, my name is Tanji and this is Top Drive's Ultimate Beginner's Guide. This will be the first video of a series. I will organize how many I will be posting, but the series of videos took a lot of time, a lot of work. I really hope that you enjoy, and without further ado, let's get right into it. And we will start by talking about rarities in the game. There are 7 rarities currently in the game. These are ranging from commons to legendaries. Each rarity has its own unique depicted color. For example, legendaries have golden, or epics have purple, and so on and so forth. And each rarity has an importance in the game. So there are no rarities that are useless, no rarities that are scrappable, but there are obviously some rarities that are more useful than others, depending also on your level of your garage. For example, if you're beginning, I would recommend to focus especially on rares, super rares, and ultra rares. Anyways, let's jump into the next slide, and we will be talking about racing quota, or also known as RQ. Basically, RQ is a spectrum by which we define the overall performance of the car. It's like a rating. These RQ, however, are also restricted in their respective rarities. For example, legendaries have RQ 80 or above, epics are between 65 and 79, ultra rares between 50 and 64, and so on and so forth, as you can see in the slide. In the next slide, actually, we will be talking about the variables that are defining this RQ, and these are drivetrain, tires, handling, top speed, ground clearance, weight, the overall acceleration curve, and traction control in ABS. And let's now dive into the variables that we just mentioned, starting from drivetrain. In the game, there are 3 types of drivetrain, which are front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, and four-wheel drive. Just an important note, four-wheel drive includes both four-wheel drive and all-wheel drive, which are distinct in reality, but in the game there is no separation, so they act the same. On dry asphalt, the drivetrain has no effect, but in other conditions, for example wet or just off-road, the drivetrain has an impact, and we will see it afterwards when we just see the charts. Now we will start to also talk about tires, and there exist exactly 5 in the game, which are performance, slick, standard, all surface, and off-road. I also would like to thank Sleeperds from the Discord server who provided the pictures, because unfortunately I have them in Italian, which is my native language, and so I couldn't really show it to you. In fact, you may have noticed that the previous pictures had all the mentions in Italian, but I really thank you, Sleepers, for providing this, and I will now talk about what these tires do and how they should be used. And for example, performance and slick tires are mainly used for dry asphalt. The difference is that performance tires are more sort of versatile. They can also work on wet, not as much, but for example wet drags or fast circuit, performance tires is where they shine the most, even on wet, while slick tires are a no-no on wet or any other surface that is not dry asphalt. Meanwhile, standard is mainly used for wet asphalt. All surface has basically a variety of usage, is the most versatile tire. Sorry for the pun. And basically, this is used in any condition, but it's not a specialist, and that's why it's not liked that much, because the only surface where they would technically shine is gravel, and we don't see that so often. On the other hand, off-road is basically just the tire that you want to use for off-road conditions, so ranging from dirt to snow or ice or grass, and anything that is off-road, that's your go-to tire. But you should not really use it on wet, because it's also not working, just like the slick. It's less damaging than slick on wet, but you shouldn't be using that on wet asphalt. And well, generally the performance stats for an off-road car is not really viable on dry. But there are some cars that have off-road tires and they're still valuable on dry asphalt. For example, rally cars, which are mostly legendaries. And after having talking about the tires in the game, I will show this chart over here. There we go. We can see the charts that represent the surface grip of each individual drivetrain with respect to the 100% asphalt grip. And these pictures were taken from TDR, which is Top Drives Record, which is Thiago's website, where the whole community is contributing to basically provide information for any player that they need, whether it's MRA, which I will talk about in another video, or whether it's surface grip, or whether it's cash that you gain. That's also something that I will talk about later. But yeah, here you can see, and you can also find the same on Top Drives Record. I will also leave a link in the description here below. So we are on the penultimate slide that will concern handling and weight. And handling is just an arbitrary number that Hutch gave, and for any twisty track or for any curve that may appear in any track, basically it plays a factor. While weight is more useful in some particular tracks where they are very weight dependent. And I will give two examples here. For example, slalom test and G-force. They are really weight dependent, and you can see the stat by tapping on the card and flipping it. That this will cause the card to flip, and there you will see a lot of information about the car, including weight. An additional stat that you will see on the back of the card is the ground clearance. There are three types of ground clearance, which are low, medium, and high. Medium and high are generally used for city streets, while high in particular can be used for hill climb or motocross and other additional minor tracks. And we are done for today. I really hope that you liked the video. If you have any interesting idea about future videos, let me down in the comments below. I'm really happy to hear about all of your opinions. And if you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down. Of course, your opinion matters always. And I really hope that you're having a great day, great evening, great night, wherever you are. And for next time, bye.